Millions of Americans suffer from lower back pain at some time each year, and at least 85% of the entire population will see a doctor at some point for lower back pain, usually caused by disc or bone degeneration. Many will resort to surgery for relief, but now a Louisville surgeon is performing spinal fusion in an outpatient procedure. This is the second time Dr. Nimrod Rahamimov has worked with Jewish Hospital's Dr. David Rubin to learn a new surgical technique. Like last time, it involves spinal fusion to relieve incapacitating lower back pain in patients. But Dr. Rubin now uses a revolutionary, minimally invasive procedure. These two small incisions through just the skin are the only cutting involved. The minimal access spinal technology, or MAST TLIF, lets surgeons perform the fusion through these inch-wide tubes. But the process begins with a knitting needle-sized tool that punctures through the muscle and gradually increases the opening.
Then you sequentially place larger and thicker and wider hollow tubes over that needle, so it spreads the muscle fibers apart to the point where you have an inch-wide tube, and it's just an inch, and you can operate and do everything you want to do through that inch-wide tube.
From that point, the fusion itself is the same procedure that's been perfected in recent years. But with the new outpatient surgery, recovery is much quicker and much less painful for the patient.
Then once it's done, you remove the tube, the muscle falls back together, and since you haven't cut any muscles, you've just separated the tissues. There's no pain, scarring, stiffness related to that.
Within just about 3 hours, the patient goes home, resumes normal activity within a week, and can return to work in half the time necessary with a traditional surgery.
Well, I'm happy to have this chance. I'll bring it back with me to Israel, and hopefully others will learn this procedure also. I think it's very promising, and it has a great future.
Dr. Rahamimov is the first surgeon outside the United States to learn the new MAST TLIF. He's fortunate his hospital supports his desire to learn the latest techniques.
It always comes from the physician. I think the way we advance is by learning of things done elsewhere, learning it, improving on our techniques. I'm fortunate to get assistance from my hospital.
And as patients suffering with back pain are fortunate, he's taking his training back to Israel. Now, Dr. Rubin at Jewish Hospital is the only spinal surgeon performing the minimally invasive spinal fusion in this area. And so far, more than 100 patients have undergone the procedure in the last 2 years with good results.
You were telling me he's only one of 2 doctors in the country that does this procedure,
That's right. It's fairly new. The other doctor in Minneapolis, but he hopes to obviously have some more people learn it.
And spread it
around
the country. Okay. Louisville is the home of medical technology.